Welcome back, and today we are going to see who is the best bucket getter according to NBA 2K26. Basically, went to all 30 teams. I kept their best bucket getter on the team, deleted everyone else. They got random auto generated players on their team, and this is how it's going to work. But let's see who each team has as their best bucket getter. All right, so we have got again random people. I kind of wish I just put all like 40 overalls. Like this guy. This is the guy that I made 5'4". Nothing. He can't do anything except pass and has stamina. But putting in 400 players would take a very long time. So I just let 2K auto generate. I don't think I think the highest overall that we have is maybe like a 73, maybe something around there. Um of auto generated. Every real player in the NBA is gone except for these 30 players. What I did is I took all these guys' shot tendencies away, like the auto generated guys, and I gave the guys like Embiid, or whoever your designated dude is, 100. So as you see here, normally if you're the best of the best, you get 99. I gave you 100, and I did. Where is it? Where is it? There's so many tendencies. Right here, dish to open man is on 0. So Joel Embiid shouldn't ever pass. Maybe I should have put these guys up to 100 so they do pass, but whatever, you know. Joel Embiid is the 76er representative. Um, and I will say there were some close cuts, but just because you are a team's best player doesn't necessarily mean that you are the best scorer. So I chose based off of how I thought, um, and that's what I did. So I picked who I thought was the best bucket getter on the team. Again, doesn't always mean the best player. Remember that in a lot of cases it does, but in some cases it does not. Giannis, the Bucks, obviously. Chicago, I picked Kobe White. I think Kobe White's a better bucket getter than Josh Giddey, who I think is their real best player. It's very close, but whatever. Donovan Mitchell for the Cavs, Jason Tatum for the Celtics. Um, Yeah. And then this is one of the controversial ones. I think James Harden's a better scorer than Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, all time James Harden has no chance, but currently it's a debate. But I picked James Harden because I mean, you would think of the volume, but obviously I just put everyone on 100, so it wouldn't really matter. But I picked James Harden over Kawhi. Again, just what I thought. If you want to argue about it, go ahead. Memphis Grizzlies, John Morant, Trey Young for the Hawks. Again, another situation. Bam Adebayo is the Heat's best player, especially overall wise, but Tyler Hero is obviously a better bucket getter than Bam, so I picked him. LaMelo, Markkanen. So again, another Sabonis is the best player, at least 2K wise. I picked Zach Levine. He's a better bucket getter. Jalen Brunson. Luca for the Lakers. I know, no LeBron. No LeBron in this video. Luca's a better bucket getter currently than what LeBron James is. Palo for the Magic. Again, another instance. AD is the best player, but Kyrie is a better bucket getter, so I gave it to Kyrie. This was the hardest one. Cam Thomas or Michael Porter Jr. I'm sure a lot of people would rather see Cam Thomas, so I went with Cam Thomas. And Cam Thomas doesn't do anything but score, so this is the perfect video for him. I almost didn't include him because I thought he wasn't necessarily on the team, but I forgot he picked up the qualifying offer. So he technically is. Jokic, Nuggets, Halliburton, Pacers. I picked Zion for the Pelicans, who, I mean, he is their best player. But I don't know. Some people might say Trey Murphy, but because Trey Murphy has a better all around scoring. But Zion, I mean, come on. When Zion is healthy, I mean, 27 a game. Come on. Cade for the Pistons. I picked Brandon Ingram for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes is their best player. I pick Ingram because Ingram is a better scorer than Scotty Barnes is currently. Kevin Durant, Vic, Booker, Shea, Ant, Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry, and CJ McCollum. I want to see how crazy these first couple games are. 122 to 119. Giannis had 91 points and only he attempted 1 3. CJ had 87. Um Again, I wish maybe I what I should do is take down a lot of their overalls, I guess. I don't know. This team actually is a lot of this guy. Um we're gonna have to live with it. They're scoring 80% of the points. I want to see after the first 2 days, what is the most points scored? Let's see. We've got James Harden scored 113 points on October 22nd. So that's right here. Let's see. What did that game look like? Right here, 142 points. Marketed did 72. James Harden dropped 19 3-pointers. You see what I mean? I also did make it so it's a 5-man rotation too. So, whatever. Like these guys are going to get rebounds. They're going to get. I didn't take away all their stats. I just took away their ability to shoot shots, but sometimes it's just going to happen like that. Any overtime games? No overtime games. That first day, or yeah, all right. Game 2, Kyrie drops an 80 bomb. CJ drops 81. We're gonna see what the highest obviously is. Well, we already went through it, but let me know who you think will score the most points. Is James Harden gonna stick with it, or will someone else? Let me know who you think is the best bucket getter in the league. And yeah, that's about it. What team do you think is gonna win it all? Who's the best? Who's got the best score that will lead them all the way? All right, MVP Jokic averaging 84-25 on 60-40, almost 90 splits. DPOY goes to Wemby, clutch player goes to KD, coach of the year goes to the Clippers. Excuse me, sorry. And Harden does win Cup MVP. So here are your all NBA teams. We're gonna look at everyone. Larry Market, wow. Defensive first team is almost exclusively our players, except for this guy. So OKC and Boston are at the top of each conference. But what I want to see 120 points for Trae Young. Wow. Wow. I want to see. So Jokic scored 112. Can I hold on? How do I go? Okay. So how many of our 30 players scored over 100? Did everyone do it? Oh. Oh man. Oh, Embiid was close with 100. 101 for Kyrie. Who didn't do it? Brandon Ingram. Wow, Brandon Ingram is the only guy who didn't score over 100. Okay. Let's see. Just go to league leaders because our guys will obviously all be at the top for this. So Jokic does average the most. We got 5 guys who averaged over 80. So Shea, Tatum, Jokic, Dame, and Durant. Harden, Zion, Curry, Ja, and Trae Young round out the top 10. You got Vic down there, Giannis, Luca, who I'm kind of surprised is around the middle of the pack. Embiid a little surprised too, Ant as well. Who's the worst scorer? It was Kobe White with 67. Wow, but it was close between Brandon Ingram and LaMelo. Wow, okay. Um Whoever just Embiid 27 rebounds. Wow. Okay, and now we'll take a check at the standings. So we saw the Celtics. I shouldn't even say the Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brunson, Giannis, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Tyler Hero, round out the guaranteed guys that are going to get a series. Playing, we've got CJ McCollum, who pretty good job for Cade Halliburton and Cam Thomas. Good for him, but we will not see any more of Brandon Ingram, Kobe White, LaMelo Ball, Paolo, and Joel Embiid. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. OKC, Shea, Harden, Jokic, Zion, Curry, and Wemby guaranteed in the playoffs. And then play in is Kyrie, Ant, Dame, and Luca. And we will not see any more Zach LaVine, Ja Morant, Kevin Durant, Markkinen, and wow, some big hitters out west, man. Devin Booker and the Suns were the worst team in the league, followed by Philly and Orlando. Wow. All right. Let's see who's going to make it out of. Let's simulate the first play-in game. So Dallas advances. And we simulated through some stuff over there. So Detroit advances. What's going on over here? So Dame's out. Luca still got to fight for the play-in. Yeah, whatever. Stop it. So Anthony Edwards loses and Luca sneaks in as the 8th seed. 89 for Ant, 87 for Luca. You know what? What was the most threes made in the game? Let's see that. Damian Lillard made 22, but Stephen Curry attempted 42. Wow. Wow. And then over here, Brooklyn beat Washington was the 7th seed and lost both play-in games to not make it because Cade and Cam Thomas got in there. So we've got Shea versus Luca, crazy matchup. Zion versus Curry, Jokic versus Wemby, Harden versus Kyrie, Tatum versus Cam Thomas, Trae Young versus Donovan Mitchell, Giannis versus Tyler Hero, and Brunson versus Cade. Wow. Let's sim a couple games, see what's going on. Oops. We've got 3 games in for a lot of these teams. Can't really tell too much. Let's see again. So Zion is currently up 3-1. Jokic is as well. Donovan Mitchell as well. And Cade as well. 33 rebounds for Vic is a Spurs playoff record. Anyone? Wemby's gone. Curry gone. Brunson gone. We got a bunch of 3-2s. We got 1-2-2 down here between Harden and Kyrie. Simulate again. How many game 7s are we gonna get? Let's see. So Tyler Hero gone, Cam Thomas gone, Kyrie gone. So we've got 2. No, we don't. That they're only on. They've only played 5 games. I think this game's got to go first. Right. Okay. Let's see. Of course, we can jump in a little bit if we want to see if it's close. Luca's head by about 10 points, still up about 10. I think Luca's going to take it. All right. So that's game 7, and let's go and see over here. Donovan Mitchell versus Trae Young. Who's gonna come out victorious? Who's gonna move on? Cavs up 7, up 5. It's not that close anymore. I think Donovan Mitchell's taking it, and he does. And then over here we've got We've got the two best point guards in the NBA currently dueling it out in a 1-8 matchup. This would be a great one if it could go to get down to the wire. But I mean, Shea is just wow. Wow, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. Shea puts up 102, while Luca only put up 60 on not great efficiency. Wow. Oh, I probably should have turned off foul outs too at the beginning of this video. Oh well. We were already this deep. We never looked at, so Trae Young only had 69. Donovan Mitchell had 65 though. Wasn't necessarily the highest scoring game. Yeah, they kind of are fouling out. So that's something I can do real quick. I don't even know if that is something you can do. Maybe it's in gameplay. It is. There we go. We can turn it off now. So we've got Tatum versus Mitchell, Giannis versus Cade, Harden versus Jokic, and Zion versus Shea. No positional like we don't have any of the Luka versus Sheas. Everyone's a different position pretty much in all these series. So Harden takes care of Jokic quickly. It looks like Giannis and Tatum might be doing the same. Detroit and Cade falls. Shea's down 3-1. So are the Cavs. Cavs gone. OKC's going to try and make it interesting. Nope. So we've got Harden versus Zion, and we've got what game is first? Oops, I went through it. Oh well. We've got Harden versus Zion, and we've got Giannis versus Tatum. Giannis wins game one, and they're actually guarding each other. That's right. They are guarding each other. They're starting one of the Oscar Kelsers for the Bucks. Green versus Green. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's sim to game two. 1-1 out east. 2-0 for Harden. 3-0 for Harden. 2-1 for Tatum. And Zion gets swept while Tatum goes up 3-1. But Giannis makes it interesting. Giannis is making it interesting. Wow. 75s, 71. Okay. Game 7. Can we jump? Can we get a close game? It would be fantastic if we could jump in. These are two of the best players in the league. Let's see if we can get it. It's close currently. Bucks got to put some pressure on those Celtics. 3 minutes to go. 10-point game. 8-point game. 10-point game. 10-point game-ish. Not going to do it. Tatum puts up 73 in an elimination game. Giannis puts up 76, but it wasn't enough. He had 6 blocks as well, and that is not going to do it. So Harden, who averaged 81, 6, 2, 2, and 2 on 56, 45, 89% from the field. And Tatum, who averaged 73, 14, half an assist, 1.7 steals, a block, 50, 45, 80%. Let's see what's going on here. That center's name on the Clippers is a long name. Also, the 3 for the Celtics literally looks like a caveman. But nonetheless, who do we think is going to win? Harden, Jason Tatum. Obviously, the others don't matter too much. I mean, they matter a little, I guess. But who's the best bucket getter in the league right now? It's down to Harden and Jason Tatum. No Kevin Durant, who didn't even make the playoffs at all. No Steph Curry, no Luka, none of that. Game 1 goes to the Celtics. Harden puts up 69, but Tatum puts up 78. Excuse me, sorry. Game 2 goes to the Clippers by 5. Harden puts up 93. Tatum puts up 94, but again, not enough. Game 3 is a big one, and the Celtics take it by 2. 85 and 16 for Tatum, 91 and 8 for Harden, but it's not going to do it. Oh, the Celtics win by 1 point. Tatum puts up 85. Harden put up 97. He couldn't get a layup from Livingston or Diamond Topopoulos or whatever. This guy didn't even get to score on Harden's team. At least everyone on Tatum's teams was scored at least one time. Ooh, Clippers destroy Harden destroys Tatum in game 5. He gets 77. Tatum only 64. Let's simcast for these last two just in case. This is game 6. Can Harden force a 3-1 comeback? He's up right now, but it's close. It's going to this. Tatum is up 2 currently, top of the 4th. But the 4th quarter for Harden has been insane. Whoa. Whoa, that's gonna there. Harden is going to force game 7. Tatum 63. It looks like he struggled from 3. He got some okay help, 15 and 11, while Harden got 94 and was super efficient doing it. 5 blocks. Game 7. Game 7. James Harden, Jason Tatum. Simulate with Simcast. Let's see if we can jump in. The first quarter was bad for the Celtics, but the second quarter is looking good. Clippers, an amazing start to the third, but they're only up 4 because that second quarter was ugly. Top of the 4th, and they're up 6, talking about Harden. Looks like Harden, unless Tatum hasn't scored in like 4 minutes. Uh-oh. It might be too late. And he does it. James Harden, best bucket getter in the league according to 2K. Tatum again 6 for 17 from 3, 64 points. But James Harden puts up 75 to close it out. Comes back from down 3-1, averages 85 and 8 in the NBA Finals and wins. Hey, Harden wins his first ring. Love it for him. So James Harden is the best bucket getter in the league. Jason Tatum's the second best according to 2K. The worst bucket getter in the league was Devin Booker. No, that's not true. Who was last? I don't even remember whoever they said was last. If we're going off just the points, Jokic is the best bucket getter in the league, followed by Shea, Tatum, Durant, and Lillard. And the worst is Kobe White, Brandon Ingram, and LaMelo Ball. All right, that is the best bucket getters in the league according to 2K. Let me know what you think. Did you predict it right? Did you get it right? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure you come back for more.